Right, good evening back home, good afternoon here in Barbados, and good morning to Australia. The reason that you can't see my face is that already the screen has frozen on numerous occasions, and Alicia's already taken many photos, hence why I've turned the screen off. But the Wi-Fi is very unstable over here, and I can't get Wi-Fi in the room, so I'm currently sitting in the bar and it's very busy. So that is another reason why I've turned the screen off. But appreciate everyone jumping on for tonight's team training call. It is Thursday, the 17th of May. And again, tonight we've been joined by an absolute superstar. And, you know, I before I kind of bring her on, I really want to appreciate for getting up at the time that you're getting up. It's absolutely phenomenal that you've agreed to do this, and you are like a servant-driven leader. You're someone that saw the opportunity when we did right back at the beginning. You're the first person to hit Master Seller in Australia. You was the lady that pretty much got Australia going and have produced some unbelievable results, and you know, it's down to you and down to the team that you've got Kevin out there now and you push this forward. So, you know, before I kind of bring Alicia on, I just want to personally say thank you for your yes, and for the work that you've done, and for everything else that you continue to do. So with that being said, guys, I want you to really give this lady like your full support, because as I said, she has got up at the crack of dawn to join us tonight on our team training call. She's got me away from the sun lounger. She's got me away from the pool party that's currently going on, and got me away from the 32-degree heat, which is quite bad, but it's probably done me a favour. So with that being said, I'm going to introduce you to tonight's superstar guest speaker, Alicia Johns. Alicia, are you there and can you hear me?
Do not make I guess my story, which I'm more than happy to tell you, and probably I think my current like journey and stuff that I'm going through now, which I think will kind of help all of you guys moving forward as well. So I am a mum of three. I live in Hobart, Tasmania, which is the little island at the bottom of Australia. That's why I sound funny, because I have a weird accent. When I was about 6 months pregnant with my second, I got into the party plan industry, and I was doing 10 parties a month pretty much straight off the bat, my first 2 months into that business. And then I had a baby 8 days after my last party. So I kind of found success really quick. Thing for like 6 months, realized that's a bit weird, and I was with that cleaning company for five years. I reached leadership ranks with them. I basically brought that product into Hobart, had a nice big team, and then I got into network marketing 3 years ago with a health and wellness company. Hadn't done network marketing. It's very different to party plan. I loved that I didn't have to go out and do parties anymore. You know, I had a small family. I was actually pregnant again. I always start new businesses when I'm pregnant. And I ranked up with them fairly quickly, very quickly actually. And I thought I loved that company. I thought, you know, I was having great success. I got to go to Florida twice and Canada with my best friend, which was amazing. So had some great experiences, but last year kind of got to the point where I'm like, I just don't align with this. Like nothing was moving forward. You know, it wasn't just me. When you're seeing top leaders from this company who you thought were earning, 6-7 figures, you know, they were leaving, and you know, your income, you're working just as hard, but your income's dropping. There's something not quite right. So I actually stumbled across direct sellers. I received a message from a UK person who's not with the company, I don't think, anymore. And she messaged me and told me about a wine business. I'm like, no. Especially when she said it's not even in Australia. I'm like, oh, this must be a scam. Like, what's she trying to sign me up to? And it's like, no, it's not a scam. Like, it will be launching in Australia. This is April last year. Like, no. And then I just thought about it. It took me a week. Like, I'd had a Zoom call with her, like, no, I'm not gonna happen. And it took me a week, and I realized, I woke up one morning and thought, hang on a second, I did party plan for 5 years, and every party I would go to, the hostess would say, oh, if only it was a wine party, more people would come and we'd have a laugh about it. And we're like, yeah, right, that would be the dream job, right? And that came back to me, like, oh my gosh, I can do wine parties. People will come. Sign me up. So I made the decision as the 4th of April last year. I signed up. I did not know when or even if direct sellers was going to launch in Australia. We were going on the fact that we know it might, right? But I had this vision. Like, I could already see what this business would look like out here. I could see what my business was already going to look like. I had the vision, and that is really what drove me. But at the time, I also kind of thought, well, I'm not going to make any money from this yet. We're not launched, so I'll start something else. So I went into another health and wellness business. So I was doing like the unthinkable and trying to do 2 businesses at once, which, oh my God, just don't ever do. And I rank advanced really quickly with the other one, and I was earning like 4 figures a week within 6-7 weeks with that company. But the same day I went master seller, I reached their leadership rank as well. Like, so within 6 weeks, I'd reached like really like, well, top of the comp plan with direct sellers, and that was not even really working hard. And then I've reached this high leadership rank with car bonuses and all that kind of thing with this other company. I was like, holy crap, what's going on? But I was getting on these calls. So over the following months, I was getting on the calls with Paul. I was like, oh my gosh, Paul Gillingham, like, oh wow. And then I realized, oh, it's just Paul. Like, he's awesome, but it's like I had him up on this pedestal, and now I'm like, oh, it's just Paul. I love you, Paul. And I remember him being like talking about his wedding, and he was at the gym getting on these calls with us. We're like, what's this dude doing? And then he's in Aruba getting on the calls. I'm like, I really hate this guy right now. And I would get on the calls with direct sellers, and I'd get on the calls with this other company, and I was so drawn to direct sellers. It's feeling like where I needed to be. What me to direct sellers apart from the product, because let's be honest, I love my wine. It's pretty hard to find a picture of me without a wine glass in my hand. But the thing that really drew me to direct sellers was the leadership on this team that we have here, the training that is available to us, the corporate team, and the professionalism of everybody on board. That is what drew me. I think that with the other companies that I'd with, it wasn't a group of professional women. You know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with, like, it was a group of mums, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when you've got these business people involved, like you've got PJ and Peter Sterling and Kevin, etc., you can see that these guys are driven and they've got a plan. And it just really made a difference for me in my decision to really focus on direct sellers. And so I kind of just let the other business go, much to the dismay of my husband, because it actually was bringing in a good income. And I focused on direct sellers. And I think I've recruited maybe 40, 50 people, 60 people. I have lost count. I went to New York in October for the Uncorked event, which last minute was like, I need to go to New York. I need to be like one of the first Australians at that event. And what I will encourage you to do from that is you need to get to events. Like, I know the next one's in New Orleans. You need to start planning to get to New Orleans in September. And I know it's a massive expense. Trust me, I know what that expense is like. I know that the airfare from Australia to the US for New York, $100 Australian. So what's that? £700, something like that. It's a lot of money. Vegas, the same. Okay, 50 actually cost more because it was last minute. So it was about $1,600 to fly to Vegas for 3 days, right? 3 days. It is a huge investment. But if you're not going to conference, I understand the expense wise, but you've got this time between May and September to work your business, put money away, and get to that event, because it changes your business and it will change your team's business ultimately, which is even more important. So New York for me changed everything, because I could put these faces to the names. I could meet Paul. I could meet Denny. I met Raz. Were you in? No, Raz, you're in New York. No,
I'm not in New York now.
No, I met you in Bay. I felt like I already knew you. So I got to meet these people. I met Kevin and PJ and all these people, and Nina. I was like, oh, these people are amazing. And again, professionalism from the stage. Professionalism. And I really caught where this company was going. Kevin's up on the stage. He's a new president into this company. He only started a year ago. And the changes he made between May and October last year, huge changes, which is what the company needed. And even since then, between New York and Vegas, changes, oh my gosh, massive. And now we have this amazing website. We've got published materials that we can use out in the field, which we needed. We needed that stuff. If Kevin didn't come on board, we wouldn't have that stuff, and we'd be this weird little business. So New York, apart from the fact I was in New York and I'm like, had the best time, didn't sleep. Being in New York and just being around these like-minded people who also had the vision and seeing where it could go, because Australia hadn't launched. We had no idea. We had no date. I think we're told like end of the year. Like, okay, it's December. What's going on? In November last year, Kevin and Peter Sperling came out to Australia, and I was privileged enough. I organised a dinner in Melbourne, and I think I had about 6 or 7 of my team go to that dinner. And we're getting ready, and Kevin personally messages me and goes, I want to have a drink with you before dinner. I'm like, me? And so I took Christy, who was my second master seller, the two of us. I said, I'm bringing Christy with me. He's like, okay. And we had this drink with him beforehand. And Kevin, if you've not met Kevin, he's just so nice. He's so humble, which I feel is so important when you're in a leadership role. There's so many CEOs out there in companies who act like they're a CEO and act like they're better than anyone else and all that. They don't take on the information that you give them from the field. Kevin listens. He's so nice, and he's so professional, and he's so amazing at what he does. And that is one of the things that keeps me with direct sellers, is just even him alone. And we had this amazing dinner. He's like, well, how are you feeling about stuff? And we had some issues, not in the team, just with some stuff. And he's like, oh, that's not on. I'll get on top of that. And it was just amazing to be able to spend time with him and Peter. And they took us to a gin bar and got us all drunk. It was brilliant. Australians love. And it was just knowing that, hang on, this is the CEO of the company, and he's personally messaged me. They're just gone, like, yeah, okay. I was like, I'm not like Nina or Austin Zulov kind of thing. And it's like, this dude's awesome. Like, he actually, everyone is on a level playing field as far as he's concerned. There's no one that's better than anybody else, right? And I think as you become leaders, you have to be that person within your team. You have to, like, I'm master seller, yay, whatevs. But okay, yeah, I do have a lot of knowledge on the industry. I love training. I love training on social media and stuff like that. And I'll touch a little bit on that later. I could talk all day, so tell me to shut up when you're ready, Anthony. But I am all about, you don't have a team if you're not training your team to be those leaders as well. You can't do it all. You can't be training and doing three-way calls and you know, creating content for your team and answering every question. You have to bring those leaders up. And I'm so lucky that I have on my team leaders who have stepped up, like amazing leaders. And I'm all about like, hey, you've got a really great personality. You're going to be doing our info calls. Like, oh, I'm going to what? Like, no, you'd be right. I wing everything. You have to bring those leaders, you know, recognize what people's strengths are on your team. If they're wanting that leadership role, you know, really qualify them for that. Like, hey, if you want this, you want master seller, well, let's start getting you there. You can do the info call this week. Or how about you do a live on the team page and tell them your story? You know, so important in this business. You need leaders on your team. And we have, you know, that example coming from the top. So yeah, like it's been a crazy journey. March, we finally went into what we call pre-launch. I think on my team, we had like 200 people registered. I don't really know. I lost count, which is exciting. And we're just like, you know, with Australian laws, we're waiting for the liquor license. So the date kept getting pushed back. And I think what I'm the kind of person, like, it is what it is. Like we can't control red tape. Like it's out of our control. It's out of direct sellers' control. And there are going to be things, and this is something that I'm quite passionate about within my team. And when you're building and you're on your direct sellers journey or in any network marketing or any business journey, there are always going to be things, or there's always going to be people that annoy you. There's going to be systems that you don't agree with, processes, compliance stuff that you don't agree with. Or you're like, oh, that's so annoying that they, like, for instance, in October, after I got back from New York, compliance said, because we were doing what the UK did, we were registering people as US people out here in Australia. Like we were doing that. It was all good. It was all under the carpet. Compliance kind of knew about it, but it turned a blind eye. And then there's always one person that spoils it for everyone, right? So compliance, to protect the brand and the company out here in Australia, said just don't enroll anyone anymore. Don't enroll anyone. We're like, okay. So instead of like, I was like initially like, oh crap. But then I was like, you know what? This is going to weed out those on my team who are actually dedicated to running this business as a business, and those that were just like, oh well, I don't want to know about it anymore. And it did. It filtered out for us those that wanted to work and those that didn't want to work. So that's like 7 months ago now. I want people that either want to earn that extra $200 a month or that extra $2,000 a month, you know. So there are going to be things in your business that you can't control, and you can either have the attitude of, well, that sucks, how am I supposed to, you know, do this now, that rule in place? Is that the right attitude to have? Company, what's more important, that I can't do X, Y, Z, or that I actually have a company that I can represent, you know? And that's the view that we had when they said, you know, don't grow in Australia for the moment, because if we did and we remained uncompliant, who knows what could have happened. The Australian laws or powers that be could have gone, nah, sorry, direct sellers isn't opening in Australia. And who wants to be responsible for that? Not me. So you really have to look past the little things. Oh, that person annoys me. I don't like how that leader does that. Okay, we're all different. We're all different people. But look at the bigger picture. Has what they've got to say, have they got that experience? Find a leader otherwise that you do resonate with. You know, there's people on my team that, you know, like I'm not a green personality at all, and I'm just like fun and like blah. And there's people on my team that would like resonate better with Christy or with Paul because they are a little bit more systematic than what I am, and that's cool. And there's probably other people that can't do systematic like they are but resonate better with me, and that's the beauty of bringing all these personalities together. So you don't have to like everyone but listen to what they have to say if they know what they're talking about. So one of the things that I did quickly want to mention is really finding balance in your business, which is something I've recognized after 8 years that I didn't have, and it's actually sent me on I'm having a bit of a business hiatus at the moment just to sort my brain out. But you really do have to balance your time. You don't have to live and breathe your business, which is what I was doing. And that's partly because I just love this industry. I'm very passionate about this industry. I love direct sellers. I love my team, and I hate letting people down, but I was letting myself down and I was letting my family down. So what's more important, right? And that's my own mistake, and I recognize that now. So you can set yourself business hours. You work from home, right? And it's very easy to just be on this. Oh, I've got a message. Oh, I've got a message. Set yourself business hours and tell your team what they are. Like, I am busy on Sunday nights between 7 p.m. So I'm not going to get back to you till Monday night. Okay? That's okay to do that. Because if a team member's asking you a question, pretty sure they can find that answer elsewhere. It's just easy to send you a message and ask you. 99% of the time, that answer's probably already in the Facebook group or in the direct sellers page, or they could, if it's a network marketing question, they could probably Google the answer. There's enough training out there, Eric Warren, Ray Higdon, etc., that they can find the answer. You don't have to be that walking encyclopedia, because guess what? When you start replying to those messages instantly, then they're going to expect that you're always going to be replying to them instantly. And if you don't, well, you didn't reply to my message. What kind of leader are you? Really? You've got an issue then, not me. So set your boundaries, because you're doing this for your family, not for anything else. Do you know what I mean? And they have to be your priority. Your business is a priority, especially in the first year. I feel like, there are sacrifices that you do need to make. Like for me, those sacrifices are like TV. I have my 1 or 2 things on Netflix that I'll watch once a week. But like TV, games on phones, things like that. They're unnecessary. They are time wasting activities. So really, look at your schedule, write a schedule and go where can I fit my direct sellers in? Write down your necessaries, like family time, you might be kids sports, going in and doing mother's help at school, or it might be, I've got lunch with my friends on this day, or family dinner on this night. Put all the non-negotiables into that diary, and then see where you can fit direct sellers around. I mean, you've got 2 minutes, you're sitting at the bus stop, sure, right, send a message to your team or whatever. But you don't want to burn out like I did, and that's from 8 years of just being on, okay? The other thing I want to quickly touch on is with social media, and because just from research and reading and stuff and conversations that I've had recently, there's 2 things with social media that you need to start doing if you haven't started already. One of them is Facebook Lives. Oh, not the lives. I know it's scary. So practice going live. You can actually just put the video so that only you see it, so that you can practice looking, at yourself on a camera. But going live is huge. Videos get seen, I think, 6 or 7 times more than just a post on social media. So going live in your business at this point, it's crucial. And if you're only new to direct sellers, awesome. what a great way to introduce your family and your friends to direct sellers by going live. They're like, what the hell is Denny doing? Like, what? What's his business thing? She's now going live? Like, what? They're going to watch you. They totally, you might have 2 viewers the first time. Who cares? That'll grow. Like, I've done lives and there's 3 people watching. I've done lives when, like, there's 50 people watching. Most of the time it averages about 15. Cool, whatever. I don't even care because people watch the replay. And I think one of the things people get, so what do I talk about? People don't want to be sold to. People don't want to be sold to. They want to know how you can help them. That's all it comes down to. So if you've done some personal development, you've found a really like aha moment, do a live on that. If you're having a really nice bit of wine that you've just got from direct sellers, go live and read the tasting notes to them. Like, do like an online tasting, but you get to taste the wine and they get to watch you. How jealous are you going to be? Hey, I want one of these wine tasting pages, because that's what you're going to promote at the end of the video. You're going to have that. If you're keep these wines I'm tasting, shoot me a message and we'll arrange your own in-home wine tasting. I'll bring the wine, you bring the friends, right? You might get one person, you might get none, but hey, you do that once a month with your wines. How cool is that going to be? They're like, oh, I really want to taste wine. People are watching your journey. I've had people join my team in the past who've never liked, never commented on anything I've ever put on Facebook. They're watching you. The other thing you want to start doing, and I kind of prefer the Instagram version of this, but it's Facebook stories or Instagram stories. Now with Facebook, you only want to be posting on Facebook once, twice a day max, okay? You don't want to be posting stuff, buy my wine, join my team. Please don't post that stuff. People want to see you. They want to see the lifestyle that direct sellers is bringing you. Free wine, pretty awesome. Or you might have got your commission check this week and you treated yourself to, like, say, a manicure or whatever. I'm like, oh, thanks DC for my manicure, yay! And have a glass of wine in the picture. They're like, what's she talking about? Why is she thanking a wine company for her manicure? What drugs are you on? Oh no, I'm just saying that it was free because my commission paid for it. Like, wow, oh, okay, what? I want extra money to get a manicure or whatever. Sorry guys, I can't think of a boy thing to go with that. But with Facebook stories or Instagram stories, it actually allows you can post as many little mini videos and pictures on there as you like. So you guys know what I'm talking about when I say Facebook stories. I'm just going to quickly excuse my phone, it's like cracked. So hang on. So Facebook stories are those little circles at the top. Okay, so if you have gone live, it'll have like a red circle around it. So you can see that person there, they've got a red circle around it, means they're live. But you can add to that. So you simply just click on the plus button. And setting up my phone. So I could like just do like a picture right now going on a Zoom call now with my team in the UK, whatever, or America. I can see there's people from America on here too. Your Facebook stories tell your journey through the day. People actually I would put in my stories. Like, I've been using Insta stories a lot lately because I prefer that. So if you're on Instagram, Insta stories I like better. But so things I'll do, like one of the things I've been doing a lot lately, I've been doing a lot of cooking. It's actually become my therapy. I'm loving cooking at the moment. So I'll often be like, you can do pictures, you can just add a photo, or you can do like, I think it's like a 30-second video. You can do like little boomerang videos, things like that. So I've been doing like what I'm cooking, and people are like, oh wow, that's amazing, like cool. Or if I'm out with my kids, oh, out at the botanical gardens today, beautiful sunshine. Because if I posted everything like that on Facebook, trying to tell people what I'm up to, Facebook's actually not going to show that newsfeed because it's too much. They're like, you're spamming Facebook, go away. But on Insta stories or Facebook stories, you can put as many on there as you like. So, and then what I would be incorporating, as I said, we don't have wine yet. We still don't have wine. Pretty sure it's not far away. You can use Insta stories to promote your business. So you could do a direct sellers post like join looking for extra cash, £199, start your business now, $249, whatever. Loving my free wine this month. Do you want to learn how to get free wine? Shoot me a message, like things like that. Now, people aren't going to respond to that message straight away if they see it the first time. As I said, that's something that you might want to do weekly or daily, like something like that up on there, because you can do whatever you like on those Insta stories. Show people who you are. That you're not this, because they hear direct selling, they hear network marketing, they're going to go, oh, spammy sales, pyramid scheme, annoying person. So use your Insta stories, your Facebook stories, even your Facebook or any social media to show them who you are, how you're growing because of your business, how your business is helping you, how you're helping others. Use that medium to do that, to promote. So you have to be the person that they want to buy. So, I often will go through other people's social media and go, okay, I really like what they're doing. Or I actually just want to join their team. Like, I'm not going to, but I'm really drawn to that person. Like, right, how do I be that person to others? I'm not going to copy them, but I might just change things up a bit, like make my photos look better, change my wording on things, little things like that. It's really important that you sellers. That's the biggest thing. So, I mean, I could talk all day. I think I already have. Anthony, I think I should stop talking now. But guys, love you all, and I am okay, guys. I know a lot of people are like, you okay? And I've literally like gone off Facebook and Messenger and all that kind of stuff. And it's for my own, like, it's nothing to do with the business. It's just me, and just some stuff that's going on in my personal life. This is really fun for me. I know it's 6 o'clock in the morning and I've got to go do crazy stuff with kids and stuff now, but if you're new to network marketing, it is an incredible industry. It's amazing. It does change lives. You will grow as a person. There's no way 7 or 8 years ago I would have imagined that I'd be able to do global calls for people. I was like, me, why would anyone listen to me? And I just hope that I've given you some value today. And everything that I'm sharing with you is because of network marketing and what I've learned. So really grasp it. Recognize what you have your hands on. Make sure that you do a bit of business every single day. Like, at least prospect one person or drop a seed every single day. Yesterday I'm helping my friend out with some admin stuff at her shop, and like I have 2 or 3 people ready to join the team, like, because I'm a chatterbox. It's networking. Just have fun with it, guys. It's an amazing company. You are so lucky to have landed in the driver's lap, because this company, it's going somewhere that I couldn't imagine doing anything else with any other company. It's amazing. So put your blinders on, focus, and just smash them out. And get to New Orleans. Thank you, Anthony.
Hey, Alicia, that was absolutely fantastic. We all thank you for bombing there, and we all absolutely love you to bits, and we think that was absolutely fantastic. And if you're all right to answer a couple of questions, or do you want to? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
I want to personally thank you as well, because I used to absolutely crap myself doing it, but I realised how much fun you was having doing Facebook Live, and I just sort of again copied you, and I absolutely love doing them now, and make sure that I go on Facebook Lives daily now, because not just talking business all the time, but your lifestyle, it does make a massive before. I think I just started just before you, and it was like Austin and PJ. The other thing what I actually thought as well, Alicia, was the simplicity of the conversation. What would your second one be? Why you joined Direct Sellers, other than the leadership?
Coming from companies where I've had to, like, you know, the cleaning product was microfiber and you know, chemical-free products. And so I had to learn how that microfiber worked. I had to learn why this was, like, you know, people wanted to use bleach and chemicals and blah, blah, blah. The company was Norwex. I don't think you guys have it you do have it in the UK. It's amazing product. If you don't have Norwex in your life, you need Norwex. Like, I cleaned my oven the other day with my kids next to me. Like, it's awesome. Anyway, and I hate cleaning, but it's the only product I use. So I had to learn how the products worked and all that. Then I did health and wellness. You know, I did those two kind of health and wellness companies. People are going, how's it work? Why does it work? They're skeptical of the product. I could care less how a product works. If I put it on and it works, cool, I'm sweet. But I know that doesn't gel with everyone else. So when it's wine, I was just like, oh, I don't have to tell them how it works, why it works. I don't even have to know the ingredients, because guess what? It's grapes and sugar and yeast, food. Like, people don't care. I can focus on my team. I don't have to teach them about the product, because that was one of the things I hated in my old businesses was train. Okay, now we've got to do product training. I'm like, oh, boring. Like, I didn't want to train on product training. I didn't, especially when you've got these companies that have hundreds of products out there, right? Like, we don't have to, we can bring our new people onto our team, and all we have to do is share with them how to share this business customer up. Like, it's not hard to sign like, our customer program is like, it's simple. We have enough going on in our lives, right? We're all busy. We've all got personal stuff going on. Why overcomplicate it? It's wine. It's the other thing, Anthony. It was like wine.
Fantastic.
I'm an alcoholic.
So does anybody else want to ask Alicia a question? Just have to unmute yourselves.
You can ask me anything.
Anybody? Denny, do you want a question to ask?
No, not really, but I'm just laughing at Alicia going, anything, and because I know Alicia, I know it could be anything.
And I would actually tell you.
Yes, I know you would.
I don't have a filter.
I know, no filter, sorry. But no, I don't have a question. I think Alicia's covered just about everything there. And I know if we needed to send her a little inbox when she was on Facebook, she would answer it anyway. So
I do get them. I'm just being really good at ignoring them.
No, definitely. You have to for your own sanity. Yeah, no, and you have to.
One of the things I really want to stress, this isn't the network marketing industry. It's me being so driven and ambitious, and my priorities were just in the wrong order, which is, you know, there's that balance with, yes, I had this urgency with my business, especially with direct sales, because we haven't launched. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like the first person in Australia. I'm the top leader. I put that extra. I'm the kind of person like will achieve something and go, well, no, that's not good enough. I've got to do better, kind of thing. That's stupid. But I developed anxiety. Probably it was before I went to New York. I didn't even know what it was. I thought it was asthma because I couldn't breathe. So I'm over this asthma puffy walking around New York. It turns out, oh gosh, it's anxiety. And that's a whole nother thing. So it's just me, like something had to give, and it can't be my family. So I had to let my business just sit for the moment. And it's not, and that's one of the things that me loving this industry so much. It's like, I don't want people to think that it's network marketing that's caused this. It's not the network marketing industry. It's me running my own life that's caused the stuff that I've got going on. So yeah, the industry is amazing. If you've never been in the industry before, you're going to love it. This is just, man, that's why I'm really like recognizing like balance. You have to have balance. Yes, you know, you do have to put that extra into your business. You really do have to put that extra in the first year or two, whatever you do. But you don't have to do what I was doing. So where it's every day, every 5 minutes kind of thing. You know, you can run a successful business doing this part-time. Yeah.
It's a really big point, that, Alicia, as well, because I found myself doing that as well. And I think it was Austin Zulof's lad what brought it up, and I
that I need to do, right? But now I actually take my time in the shower, like, get out, kids, because I use that time to think, clear my head, breathe. But my team and I kind of introduced this concept called steam dreams, and it's like I write stuff in the steam on my shower, and whether it's like my goals or what I want to get done that day, like I kind of do like a mini brain dump in the shower. Because and it's something else that I've got to work on, is I'm not a very good planner person. I don't write lists, and that's, you know, obviously part of my problem. It's just not my personality, and I've got to just work on that. So for me, the shower is my little zen zone where I just brain dump and think and clear my mind, and you know, that's my little space. The hot water bill's probably not liking that very much, but whatevs. But it is changing your routine. So instead of waking up in the morning, like I used to, first thing I do, check my messages, check my Facebook pages. Man, I feel so good for not doing that. Like I wake up in the morning, if the kids aren't awake, I go and play a crossword game on my phone because it makes me feel smart. And it's just like I'm clearing my head. Or like I'm a religious person, so I'll go and quickly like read a scripture in the Bible or something like that just to start my day off good. So yeah, it's prioritizing. Really work out what your priorities are and how direct sellers can help you with that, not the other way around.
Yeah, brilliant. Alicia, I mean, I just want to say thank you so much, and that's going to be from us all there. I don't know if Paul can hear us. I know he's just switched back on. So if you want to sort of close it out, Paul, if you can. If not, are you there, buddy?
I'll try, yeah. I mean, it keeps cutting out, so again, apologies for tonight for the Wi-Fi. I'll try and sort something out for next week's call. But
we can hear you.
Alicia, that was, you know, I know, you know how much I think of you and how much I care about you. And, you know, tonight was,
well, we'll finish off that, Alicia, and say once again, thank you so much, and have a great day, and yeah, just thank you from everybody.
Being a snob. Trying to be good.
As if you could ever be a snob, Alicia.
Oh, I can't. I'm
exactly.
so like laid back. It's not even funny. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna go feed my kids breakfast. I don't want to do morning routine. I hate mornings. Thanks. Oh,
love you too. See you soon. Take care. Bye. Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.